This is my 1973 Jeep CJ5. And in today's video, I want to give y'all a complete walk around and overview of this thing, because I want to start a project where I completely rebuild this. I've had this Jeep for 8 years now, and it's time it got the deserved love. We picked this Jeep up for $500 back when I was 17 years old. It was a grandfather and son project, and we put a lot of hours in this thing. I've got my engagement photos done in this Jeep, I married my wife with this Jeep, it was even the topper of our wedding cake. So yeah, this thing's pretty special to me, and it'll always be here. In today's video, I just kind of want to give y'all a complete walk around and tell you a little bit more about the build and kind of what we have planned for it. So let's get into it. Alright guys, I'm going to swap to the phone camera now while I do this walk around of it. So this is my 1973 Jeep CJ5, and like I said, it looks good in photos, looks good in videos, but I promise when you get up to it, it's a little rougher around the edges. You can see the fenders are starting to rust. The frame's in pretty good condition. There are some rust spots here and there, little parts around the body. It's a 232 inline 6-cylinder with 3-speed transmission. It is original paint. The paint color is fairway green. We haven't really done a whole lot to it. We really just kind of kept it original, cleaned it up, restored some parts here and there as we go. As you can see walking around the passenger side of this thing, you start to see just how rough it is. These fenders are pretty much rotted all the way through. The paint's peeling. It's mostly spray paint right here just to match. We got some more body work down there. This corner was professionally redone at a shop, so it looks pretty decent. A lot of the major rust is usually around this back corner. It's pitted in between this tailgate area and along these tail lights down here. As you can see, we got little parts like that. Like I said, for 50 years, it's in great shape. The paint looks good in pictures, it shines up well, but I think I'm just ready to kind of fully tear this thing down, make my childhood dreams come true, my 16-year-old dreams come true, and fully tear this thing down, get it painted, get it looking brand new, and just do a little cosmetic restoration to it. I don't want a full-blown nut and bolt frame off restoration on this thing right now. I just want to do a little mini rebuild, little facelift for it right now, because it's running good, it's running smooth, and it hasn't always done that. So the motor that's currently in it's that 232 inline 6. It had a hairline crack in the block about that big when we first picked it up, but we got that sealed about 5 or 6 years ago, and it hasn't leaked a drop of water since. But with that being said, I would still really like to upgrade to a 258 if possible, but I'll go ahead and pop that hood and show y'all underneath. Alright guys, like I said, she's not pretty, but she's functional. We haven't done a whole lot to the motor. We upgraded the master cylinder, we put in a manual choke, we replaced a few gaskets in the carburetor, new fuel filter, new alternator, new water pump, new radiator, some new gaskets just here and there. We haven't fully gone through any of the heads, any of the cylinders, nothing like that. We did replace the steering shaft, but we haven't touched the steering box. All that down there is still 50-year-old hardware, tie rods, everything like that. So steering is a little iffy, especially at higher speeds. So that'll be something that definitely gets rebuilt during this. Show the interior real quick. This seat's not original. I do have the original driver, but this one was just in much better shape, so I went ahead and threw that in. This is the original passenger seat, and it is the fold and tumble, so you can access that toolbox down there. It needs new foam, needs to be recovered. So that'll be something we tackle during this. I'll probably end up doing that myself, so that'll be a fun little project. Floorboards, they're okay. We do have, some rust right there. I will have to replace that frame rail at some point. This floor pan needs to be completely redone, along with that other side frame rail. Other than that, the dash is in pretty good shape. I wish the previous owner never installed that speaker, because they drilled a massive hole into the dash to put that in, and it's not even wired up to anything. So we'll end up replacing all that. We'll end up replacing a lot of stuff in this build. That's why I'm excited to get the series started. Yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. I kind of want to keep this short and sweet. Just give you all a little overview. let y'all see the Jeep a little bit.
I'm just gonna wrap up this video. I just kind of wanted to give you an overview, a little walk around of the Jeep, let you know a little bit more about it, a little bit more about me and why this project means so much to me and kind of what I plan on doing with it in the future. Over the next few videos, I just kind of want to get into this rebuild, get into the tear down of things, learn a lot. I've never done a lot of this work before, so it'll be a learning experience for everyone. I appreciate any comments y'all want to give me, any suggestions, any advice. So with that being said, that's kind of the end of this video. I'm really excited to get this build going, get the series going, get some videos knocked out for you guys, and yeah, I'm excited to see what's next. See y'all.